It's the A-God brutal Caesar shit. Divine brutality. Yo. Needle hits the vinyl like the main vein. I maintain no feeling homicidal since the 8th grade. Only handle truth, fuck a Bible, so it's a stained blade. You're programmed to think only a dollar can create change. The same page they taught you farther from it made the slave wage. I don't want the same cage, one where I was raised caved. I don't want no paved way, neither fuck your state aid. Acceptance of the slavery, son, all the dues I paid saved. Kiss the needle rush, grapes into the feeder crush. When gods drink the Pinot, peaches blush, never eat enough. The way I speak, my tongue is plush. The techniques are rushed, healing over all your deepest cuts while beliefs discussed. Lock the keys in the trunk when I was leaving once. Since I haven't needed a jump, but best believe I'm stuck. Pedal breaking, premeditating the meditation. Lest I've been mistaken, the hatred from lack of desperation. Divine brutality, the shine, the shadow see. Clarity you find in the high defines reality. But God's wrath on the beat when it go back. Gonna rush you once that needle hits the track. Is a man you never met while your bags are all packed and sent. But the land you sent to protect, got no banks for the master's dead. Keys crafted and kept when no hands can elastic set. Kept haunted with threats of terror, oppressed by the last attempt. Hail Caesar. I'll die for a take a breather. My mind was arranged in Giza. Why would I pay for features? Anything that's dope you said, but I've said in a way that's deeper. Beats turned into masterpieces with drugs that came from Ibiza. My table we breaking reefer. Seeds have replaced my dealer. See my farmer for my pieces, some peace and my pain reliever. Real relief's the truth of the leaders of faith believers. Can't name a feeling you feel, not treated with state amnesia. You a sleeper, you a patriot. Rebels painted as devils. The level we at the same, trying to escape since the day we settled. The wind is against the flame, the melting pot's made of metal. The nationality strained, so they naturally named the kettle. Divine brutality, the shine, the shadow see. Clarity you find in the high defines reality. But God's wrath on the beat when it go bad. Gonna rush you once that needle hits the track. Questions you ain't dare to ask, your spirit make the mirror crack. Hands filled with glass, answers in the angle staring back. Hold a million shards, a light that's from each is similar. Distance is always infinite, brightness is gleam particular. I need to get a hold of myself, at least a fraction. See tats, repeated patterns, but no holes from the belt. Stories I left in marks from carving into the canvas. The farther over the rainbow, the harder to get to Kansas. The slightest light and reflection turns love and affection to guilt and resentment. Asked it if it was its intention, it said this what you give for settling, giving up on progression. The ascension's fall is redemptive if you trust your perception. But ain't perception based on your environment the one that you regard as, son? I take it you a nihilist. Nah, this other labels I was gave by the psychiatrist. It's your bed, whether or not you make it, you gon' lie in it. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't, so I study the mirror. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't, so I study the mirror. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't. Look at you all smug, wanna put you in that grin. Talk about you know it all, but you need drugs to let me in. It's fucking bullshit. What's a shadow gonna do with eternal truth? And what's a schizo gonna do with these nukes if I turn them loose? All them trips to the stars, put the gems in your bars. But it's hard to get the picture when you're in the collage. Once the secret's been revealed, if life deals its cards, it's re-revealed. So the visits were to even your odds. Well, them even odds is why when we argue an hour later, we don't reach no common ground, we ain't found a denominator. You calling me a smart ass, more like a conscious hater. Consciously throwing subs while I'm picking apart the data. Tell me focus on my rhyming and hustle, but always tempting me. Cause shining's gonna require some struggle and also energy. It's tiresome, the memories what you unplug my wires from is where the fire's from. Son, as soon as the brush is dry, I'm done. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't, so I study the mirror. There's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't. Getting sickening with your bitch and son, you sharp with the tongue. You the body to the spirit, got the heart and the lungs. You've taken nails and come out big kid, pardon the pun. But you top 5, you just need some better marketing done. You seen me try, was shit, try harder, but why bother when these wings are food for thought and they caught in the fly swatter? Don't you do it for the art, yeah, an artist to my horror. Push the rhymes farther and farther, still I'ma die a martyr. Need a fire starter, here's a paper plane to throw. Know that only martyrs had their names engraved in a stone. That's a little hard to process when you're jobless with no prospects, cause landlords don't bother, just coppers in your subconscious. My cognate sits in the bong, hits some kissed by the moon. Misery blooms in the bliss and every stitch is my wounds. Just answered your own question, some perspective is the man. It's the host, the contestants, and the peasants in the stands. Questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't, so I study the mirror. It's questions I wish someone could answer, but they can't. Brutal God. You don't wanna ride like your car's sick, might end up jobless. Give up rights to your godship. If the mirror starts to fog, I'm agnostic. The devil's hostage, a paying job for the locksmith who needs to melt the lock. Where my heart is, forget the politics. Ain't got time for pentagrams and obelisks. I had 700 grams in that Mazda 6. Wasn't selling shit, that was plans for apocalypse. Fuck a world star, sling out your girl's car. Ain't even wanna fuck her, there's no pigs, they don't search bras. I seen her burn scars, knew she drive if we burnt ours. Full jaw per my girl talking turn-ons. Get hard when my bitch a dog. So what, I'm broke from drugs, fuck it cause I'm rich with love. Waves real high, lethal dosage, how I get a buzz. High speed lane, wheels rolled while they missing lugs. Never alone, I ride with my shadow. Come up battle it, calm and supersede. Leave pieces of my heart where I travel. Loving my beings too pure to fully bleed. Yo, try bearing with me, I'm iffy dealing with scatterbrain. Da Vinci and Kaczynski inside a Petri with Daddy Kane. Smoking hydroponics while I eye your conscience at a higher constant. Diabolic optic out the flying carpet, back to the booze. Spazzing trying to cash in these dues, cash always rules. Smack a traffic's bagged in balloons. It consumes the attic with blackness like the back of these spoons. Acid and shrooms and moves the habit, but it'll pad up your rooms. Hit like sitting ducks, looking cheapskate up in the pickup truck. Stinky Dutch, coulda the V8, but now I don't give a fuck. Don't mind me saying so, you'll get the same flow on the radio. Get laced with holes where you play your show like Octavio. The less the nature's grown, the more they synthesize. Make the pixels line to an image size we can visualize. Trick the eyes into thinking the sentence hits the crime. Dimension shifting minds that invented both death and takes the time. Never alone, I ride with my shadow. Come a battle it, calm and supersede. Leave pieces of my heart where I travel. Loving my beings too pure to fully bleed. For the record, you following misdirection. When cowards are introspective, show power to their possessions. They cowering in the corner. Hourly, your profession don't make enough to take care of them properly, so your vendor can honestly be respected. If honesty is offensive, then you'll always be a clown. I guess comedy is objective. Self-induced lobotomy in the Bowery with the records. Use discretion loudly, stick full of sour. These an appendage that's attached to me. Really smoke assist in his factories. Put gas in me to help on the holy mission like Maccabees. To spit out coals and chisel the stone and cripple the Pharisees before they make a ripple to fold or wrinkle the galaxy. Word to knuckle up, word to buck and ruck, word to demons you gon' receive in you when you fucking slut. This will bleeding your heart out and this will shutting up. This will scatter brain and the sleep you get when enough's enough.
Want your life. You see, Senator Kelly, like you, I believe that mutants and normal humans cannot live together in peace. The war for survival must begin now, while we mutants are strong and you are still divided.
Yo, how much booze are left? Useless if there's two or less brews to come down with. Mutant with a human sense. Used to need to move some before I lose my rent. I put on my shoes, except I'm useless, I'ma shoot the rest. Already knew it though, no true suspense, illusions mesh. While my boots are kept through a million miles of choosing death. No longer duty, it's proof by test. Pollutants blessed and soothed me while the true me outgrew its flesh. No rules are set, proof's in the pudding, but prove it's wet. With the theory from the textbook series your school accepts. In school I slept, wrongs and rights made right or wrong through rhymes from pawns, whores, wars and fights. Decide the norm, I'm more than tight. I don't hide, I mourn amongst the dead, I ride the storm. I get hot, I calm and load and move, my time is gone. Devil show me death and I tied it on. I'm asking for it, but my back can hold it. It's at its strongest, keep adding more shit. This is schizophrenic thought, take a mental walk. Be your best friend or leave your best friend in chalk. And I ain't never wrong, son, unless I'm caught. I don't dress for court, Sunday best lessons taught. Spit that dope, keep it East Coast potent. The dope got legs, drop it, call that D Hulk Hogan. All three scopes open, that's my signature move. Bet I win or lose like Pete Rose coaching, yo. Get under and over the over-under. Same clothes all summer, came with the odor of dope and hunger. Smoke the drugs for I go like a lonely trucker. Rewrote the structure of my soul's codes and I closed the cluster. Rose from dust with this love and I chose to suffer. Hands were holy punctures, holding the ushers who showed the others. Goes to lower some of the flags from the poles so they froze their tungster. Whose ropes hung promoting the growth of its soldiers' numbers. Souls a hunter, 448 when I roamed the tundra. I was frozen but I thought bearing straight like I wrote from Russia. Thoughts are caught, forced to uncork when I hold the plunger. Felt it pull me under, still on the up cause I know the plumber. This is schizophrenic thought, take a mental walk. Be your best friend or leave your best friend in chalk. And I ain't never wrong, son, unless I'm caught. I don't dress for court, Sunday best lessons taught.
We some stupid wild mutants with a lucid style. Ruthless in the booth, don't really child, son, I'm truly foul. Rock solid, I speak the truth that I kept my vows. Creeping with a creek and scheming all legs to get cheesy town. It sound greasy when they guard, make it sound easy. Summoning the spirits with the lyrics like a Ouija board. Rugged appearance for the years of heartbreaks. We break beats, then emerge like a great beast. When we're seen, it's a grease in your heart rate. We make art that's inspired from heartache. Rolls with between the rock and the hard place. Flow roll like city beats, a project always all day. My past was on it with wrath. I conquered this land, spell cast and conjure. I have the vast macabre. We the first and the last of authors to rap in phonics.
Never been prouder in his life. Watched his firstborn, made him turn artist overnight. Start to work long hours, do what's right. He kept with karma, but despite working harder, lost his job and then his wife. Now being the father got a price, can't afford it. But before she brought the lawn, got some product for the pipes. Cause he need to make some money and fast. His freedom threatened, got a front and made it something from scratch. Then evil crept in, his mind stayed migrated back where it was as a fatherless kid. When his high came from traffic and drugs. An example when the pattern succumbs, now his sons carrying guns. Left time to visit once the Maddox are done, which is never. Every few hit him with a letter, sent a picture of his grandson, envisioned he'll be better. But then odds, they ain't lined in his favor. But dad's starting him a job today, we'll see if he gets by on the paper. Stay in check off the butterfly effect. Better have respect for there's something you've been left. Cheating dead while he's coming for his dead, cause the budget's always under what's been spent. Grandpa got paroled when the baby was 2. Since working at school, paying every payment that's due. We hears them voices less and less. Used to tell the devil yes, now every breath he gets is spent on stressing to protect the nest. The nest is not protected when he can, he gets some resting. His girl, she felt neglected, so she left for some attention. Started to lose his shit until he looked at his son. Figured the bitch was trying to fish and took the hook out his gums. Known if he beat up on his whiz as if it weakens with the kids. Shit's anatomy, naturally we weakest in our ribs. Angels grabbing while the demons say go in. Reconsidered it, pictured his pops belligerent, swinging and lit a cigarette. Laughing, like he was sick, would be sicker if he had slipped from it. Giving it to the gins, opportunistic of our ignorance. A shame's what it is, why we can't just say what it is. Communication makes the bridge, cables break without give. Who should sign a dotted line? Think you get freedom on consignment? Think you read between the lines because you're reading through the fine print. As time ticks, like other truths, it's easier to hide it. Long as you believe the lie, you'll keep the wheels in alignment. Switch lanes on the road that we paved on our own. Less you ride on others, the more places you'll know. You need breathing room in nature to grow, vacate your throne. See if the scenic route's the best way to get home. It's the butterfly effect. Better respect the butterfly effect. Just the butterfly effect. What you gonna do next? Stay in check off the butterfly effect. Better have respect for that's something you've been left. Cheating death while he's coming for his dead. The budget's always under what's been spent.
You should be down on your knees, thanking Malbolgia.
You should be down on your knees thanking me for not killing you where you stand.
There will be no hope for the woman you claim to protect.
I take claim, old man. Anything that hurts her, I will kill. Who made you God, little man? Not that gun, not that uniform, nothing.
This brutal God shit. Agar, brutal Caesar. This about the dominance. Yo, check it. Since you've been old enough to walk up and controlling your thoughts. What's in the shows that you watch and what petroleum costs. When who's on the podium talks, so where's the opium source? We directed directors on the owners of sports. Nose like a hawk when them drones flown to no one that stalks over your home. Hear you clearer if your phones isn't off. Been a maniac, never seen my face and I pay for that. Writing about me won't make paperback, just a potato sack. Call me Diablo, made the laws that you follow. Carry a cargo that can take away the morning tomorrow. On the ball for the lotto, that be your Eldorado. Hit the keys to your dreams and the hole with your sorrows. I used to shoot cannons at enemies and produce famines. Reach a new standard the second we film the moon landing. Sitting curious behind curtains so I avoid the traces. While your currency's currently ex-employees' faces. Power's just an angle that's shown. Every man should handle his own. Power just an angle that's shown. Every man should have command of his throne. Yo, warrior souls till the war won't unfold. Thought it would from how these stories been sold. I run out glory, not gold. Sharpen my blades on the forks in the road. Most y'all couldn't cause of fortunes you're old. Forfeit your throne. All I know's inside this orbital bone. Visible light, got my instincts tight. Walk around the whispers at night. Stomach shrinking with no dinner in sight. Should've stayed in school. Shark round the guppies trying to swim in the pool. But it's fish food ain't getting me full. Got me drinking booze, gripping on a tool. In resistance to rule. If another man make it for man and a man take it as God said, it's no soul in that man need to stand vacant. While you're waiting patient for rations and hand-me-outs, I'm mapping out escape routes for the crashing on bank accounts. Need to summon up that fire aside, 'cause the day'll come. You'll be crying like the violins riding the bass and drums. Power's just an angle that's shown. Every man should stand on his own. Power's just an angle that's shown. Every man should have command of his throne. Yo, been a madman, walking off of some Afghan. From walls to trash cans, to be hoarding guns for the last stand. Ain't impossible, it's probable. Getting logical to have an arsenal of car and food, meds and fossil fuels. Set up obstacles under army rule, they won't let you pass through. But we fast too, won't see us move unless the grass do. Move like snakes till we ain't. You ain't smooth, they'll take you. Execute your savior, humanity ain't in human nature. Expected any minute, deficits it can't replenish in an instant. Just know it ain't happen how they said we did it. If everything in wiry lines, I'm guided silently across in my thoughts by my brothers who died. Hide what I got up in the trunk and I drive. As die a shut up, find a come ups late at night, be inside by the time the sun up. Since I've watched in politics, I'm near a hammer at home. All that power is the angle is shown, ain't for the dome. Blah. Power's just an angle that's shown. Every man should stand at his own. Power's just an angle that's shown. Every man should show control of his throne. Blah. Brutal God, 2019 shit. Get your pants right. There's a highway to hell and a stairway to heaven. Yo. There's a Gotti charge a luxury tax. What gets numb gon' come back, what goes up gon' crash. Hustle substance they make to make up for the substances lack. Drugs dug on my path, come off and cover my tracks. Life's painful, but the sufferest of loved in the past. Keep the glass half full, so if I chug it, I'm smashed. I got tracks on my arm, means there's tricks on my sleeve, which means I'ma get my fix or I'ma pick up and leave. It is what it is, one thing that it isn't disease. Already a couple pitches off key, ignorance breeds. Stay consistent with its misery's needs, printed deceived, threatening the citizens' needs, condition and greed. Couldn't stand in my shoes, even a literal sense. Lived in a tent, mentally loose, physically tense. The swing for the fence, to sit on the bench. Wait for the pitch and suspense. On any field, what you get's what you get. There's a highway to hell and a stairway to heaven. Therefore the wheel was invented. All the answers to the questions are entangled in the weapon. Lines blurred once that wheel got its engine. Seen a rich man in agony that dropped a percent. Seen a poor man in ecstasy with pockets of lint. Brother, it ain't always dollars and cents. I've been to parties where the parlor had no power, cop the bottles with rent. If you wanna find them, follow the decks, we all slaves. Some kept that golden aura from the hours they spent. Give credit to the sour, good a powerful scent. Crack the windows in the car so I'll vent godly intent. While I analyze the traffic and I stare at the sky that's been manufactured by man to keep us there if we try. Trying to cop and gear till you fly. It's knowing that your side can pull its weight but still sharing the pie. The bottom of the pyramid's broken spirits and habits. Most could, they don't share it, and most who share it don't have it. You'll be judging by appearance like judges' peers or a parent. Can't trust those who never zero their balance. Balance. There's a highway to hell and a stairway to heaven. Therefore the wheel was invented. All the answers to the questions are entangled in the weapon. Lines blurred once that wheel got its engine.